Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Are you thinking about moving abroad and looking for the ideal country to live? Here are 10 countries that pay you to move there. 1. Chile. If you love travel, you're familiar with the out-of-this-world landscapes in Chile. From the Atacama Desert and thriving Santiago to the towering mountains in Patagonia, Chile delivers the goods. While its economy was historically centered on mining, the country has made active investments in becoming an innovative tech hub. One of those investments is Startup Chile, an accelerator program. Since 2016, the organization has offered grants for 3 programs. Build, a 4-month program designed to help startup entrepreneurs launch their business. You'll receive 10 million pesos, around $14,000, and access to a co-working space along with a 1-year resident visa. Ignite, a 4-month program aimed at small startups that are already off the ground, but need help expanding. The program allocates around $30,000 equity-free and offers an additional $30,000 extension. Growth, targeted to advanced or larger startups. This program allocates $80,000 in funding to help innovate and build a better community. To apply to any of the programs, you have to fill out a form with details about your startup idea or business. It's similar to other VC and startup accelerator application programs and can be done entirely in English. If you pass that stage, you'll be invited to an interview. 2. Italy. There are several municipalities in Italy that will pay you to move there. Here are 2 of our favorites. Candela. Candela has the crowded streets of urban Italy without the masses of people. It's home to about 2,700 people, and the mayor is offering between €800, around $870, for singles and €2,000, around $2,175, for families to move there. The only catch is that you must move your permanent residence to the southern Italian town, have a job, and invest in a house built before 1991. About 1/3 of Candela's homes meet that requirement. Sicily. Sambuca di Sicilia is a small town of about 6,000 people in Sicily that has been shrinking as residents move to larger cities. The town is selling homes for only €1 to boost the population. In return, you must refurbish the rundown home within 3 years, which will likely cost around €15,000, around $17,800, and provide a €5,000, around $5,900, security deposit that will be returned when the renovations are complete. 3. Albanen, Switzerland. Albanen is experiencing a population decline among young people. So they will pay you $25,000 to move there. New residents are eligible for the grant and an additional $10,000 for their children. The catch is that you've got to be under the age of 45 and maintain full-time residency for at least 10 years. If the scenery alone doesn't take your breath away, you're just a short trip from nearby Geneva and Zurich. It's basically the ideal life with a stable economy and access to the Swiss Alps. 4. Mauritius. Do you have a business idea that you're passionate about? Mauritius, an island east of Madagascar, offers 20,000 Mauritian rupees, $440, to start up businesses that move there. You'll have to present your unique and profitable business idea to a committee to determine whether you qualify. While it may not be an isolated island paradise as you'd expect, Mauritius has so much to offer. It has beautiful weather, a thriving economy, high-quality schools, and free healthcare for residents. It's also a multicultural hub full of diversity. 5. Ponga villages of Spain. If you're part of a young couple that wants to have kids, you can earn €3,000, around $3,262, just by moving to a Spanish community in Ponga and staying for 5 years. It's a small region of fewer than 1,000 people, with a dwindling population. You'll also receive an additional €3,000 incentive for each of your children, whether they moved with you or are born in Ponga. Besides paying you to move there, Spain is a great place to live. The Asturias region in northern Spain has a gorgeous landscape, welcoming communities, and booming job prospects. We also love the idea of siestas that give you a 2-hour break in the middle of the day. 6. Saskatchewan, Canada. Saskatchewan's graduate retention program aims to keep college graduates by offering $20,000 Canadian dollars, around $15,000 USD, in tax returns. Canada will pay you to live there for 10 years as long as you maintain residency and file taxes. The only catch is that you must have graduated from a post-secondary school on their list of approved institutions. If you want the benefits of the city in the country, Saskatchewan, Canada is the place for you. It has several national parks and historic sites to experience all the best of the great outdoors. It also has excellent job opportunities, especially for college graduates. 7. Antikythera, Greece. The Aegean island of Antikythera is perhaps best known for giving its name to one of the most famous archaeological discoveries from antiquity, the first analog computer, known as the Antikythera mechanism. The island itself, however, is not quite as renowned. As home to only around 70 people, and severely lacking in basic infrastructure, its fate seemed all but sealed a few years ago. But that fate has now started to reverse. Today, the island is home to Pangaea, a climate change research center, and is slowly starting to rebuild its population of young families. Many of these were incentivized to move from mainland Greece. New families are in line to receive free housing in a plot of land to build on, plus a monthly allowance of €500 for 3 years. 8. Ireland. The Emerald Isle is crying out for savvy entrepreneurs to come and start new businesses, so much so, they've started an investment fund to entice bright young things. That's right, you can get your startup capital direct from the Irish government. The scheme, Enterprise Ireland, is designed to support the creation of jobs and export revenue from Ireland. You don't have to be a citizen or resident to apply, but you do need to have your company registered in Ireland. You'll also need to demonstrate that your company is capable of creating at least 10 jobs and €1 million in sales over the first 3 years. 9. Legrad, Croatia. Legrad was once a hub of activity and the second most populated village in Croatia. But over the course of the last century it's seen a huge decline in its population and is now luring in new residents by selling off homes for 1 kuna, about US 0.16 cents. Most require significant work, but the state is also willing to chip in over $4,000 towards the refurbishment too. However, you must be financially stable, under 40 years, and willing to stay for 15 plus years. 10. Quilpie Shire, Australia. It has developed the Homeowners Grant to help new and existing residents to get their new home sooner. It is intended to augment but not replace the support to home buyers offered by other levels of government. Quilpie Shire is located 1,000 kilometers west of Brisbane on the Warrego Way. This grant offers up to $20,000 towards building your new home and is paid per new home, not to each applicant for the same home. The grant applies to all township areas across Quilpie Shire. New homeowners in the Quilpie Shire are eligible for the grant. The home must be a new home that has never been occupied. It may also be available relocated homes that have been moved from one site to another. The only catch, you must reside in the home for at least the first 6 months, and you must be an Australian citizen or a permanent resident.